Shamaun, Chapter 1. The copy of the words of Shamaun, the words which he spoke to his Banim before he died, in the 120th year of his height, at which time Yusef his brother died. For when Shamaun was sick, his Banim came to visit him, and he strengthened himself, and sat up and kissed them, and said, Chapter 2. Listen, my Banim, to Shamaun, your father, and I shall declare to you what words I have in my heart. I was born of Yaaqub, as my father's second born. My mother Leah called me Shamaun, because Yahweh had heard her plow. Moreover, I became exceedingly strong. I shrank from no achievement, nor was I afraid of any matter, for my heart was hard, and my liver was immovable, my inward parts without compassion, because courage has also been given from the Most High to males in being and body. For in the time of my youth I was jealous in much matters of Yusef, because my father loved him beyond all, and I laid my heart against him to destroy him, because the prince of deceit sent forth the spirit of jealousy, and blinded my heart, so that I did not regard him as a brother, nor did I spare even Yaaqub my father. But his Elohim and the Elohim of his father sent forth his messenger, and delivered him out of my hands. For when I went to Shechem to bring ointment for the flocks, and Reuben to Dathun, where our provisions and all our stores were, Yehuda my brother sold him to the Ishmaelites. And when Reuben heard these matters, he was grieved, for he desired to restore him to his father. But on hearing this, I was exceedingly wroth against Yehuda, and that he let him go away alive. And for 5 months I remained wrathful against him. But Yehuda restrained me, and withheld me from the power of my hands. For my right hand was half withered for 7 days, and I knew, my Banim, that because of Yusef this had befallen me. And I repented and wept, and I pleaded with Yahweh Elohim that my hand might be restored, and that I might remain apart from all defilement and envy, and from all folly. For I knew that I had devised an evil matter before Yahweh and Yaakub my father, on account of Yusef my brother, and that I envied him. Chapter 3. And now, my Banim, listen to me, and beware of the root of deceit and envy. For envy rules over the whole heart of a male, and allows him neither to eat nor to drink, nor to do any good matter. But it ever devises to destroy him that he envies. And so, as he that is envied flourishes, he that envies fades away. 2 years therefore I afflicted my being with fasting and the reverence of Yahweh. And I learned that deliverance from envy comes from by the reverence of Elohim. For if a male flees to Yahweh, the evil rook runs away from him, and his heart is enlightened, and from there on he sympathizes with whom he envied, and forgives those who are hostile to him, and so ceases from his envy. Chapter 4. And my father asked concerning me, because he saw that I was sad. And I said to him, I am pained in my liver, for I mourned more than they all, and because I was guilty of selling of Yusef. And when we went down into Mitzrayim, and he bound me as a spy, I knew that I was suffering rightly, and I did not grieve. Now Yusef was a good male, and had the rook of Elohim with him. Being compassionate and sympathetic, he bore no evil against me, but loved me even as the rest of his brothers. Beware therefore, my Banim, of all jealousy and envy, and walk in simplicity of being, and with a good heart, keeping in heart Yusef your father's brother, that Elohim may also give you favor and esteem and barakah upon your heads, even as you saw in Yusef's case. All his days he did not reproach us concerning this matter, but loved us as his own being, and beyond his own banim esteemed us, and gave us wealth, and cattle, and fruits. You also, my banim, love each one his brother with a good heart, and the root of envy shall withdraw from you. For this makes the being fierce, and destroys the body. It causes displeasure and battles in the heart, and stirs up into acts of bloodshed, and leads the heart into wrath, and does not allow wisdom to act in males. Moreover, it takes away sleep, and causes tumult to the being, and trembling to the body. For even in sleep some malicious jealousy deluding him gnaws, and with wicked root disturbs his being, and causes the body to be troubled, and wakes the heart from sleep in confusion. And as a wicked and poisonous root, so it appears to males. Chapter 5. That is why Yusuf was handsome in appearance and good looks, because no wickedness dwelt in him. For some of the trouble of my root, the face brightens. And now, my banim, make your hearts good before Yahuwah, and your ways straight before males, and you shall find favor before Yahuwah and males. Beware, therefore, of whoring, for whoring is the mother of all evils, separating from Elohim, and bringing near to Baliam. For I have seen it inscribed in the writing of Hanuk, that your banim shall be corrupted in whoring, and shall do harm to the banim of Louis with the sword. But they shall not be able to withstand Louis, for he shall wage the battle of Yahuwah, and shall overcome all your host. And they shall be few in number, divided in Louis and Yahudah, and there shall be none of you to rule, even as also our father Nabu in his Barakut. Chapter 6. See, I have told you all matters, that I might be acquitted of your crime. Now, if you remove from your envy your envy and all stubbornness, my bones shall flourish as a rose in Yizraal, and my flesh as a lily in Yaaqub, and my fragrance shall be as a fragrance of Lebanon. And as cedars shall Kodashim be multiplied from forever, and their branches shall stretch from afar. Then the seed of Canaan shall perish, and not a remnant shall be to Amalek, and all Katim shall perish, and all the Hittites shall utterly be destroyed. Then the land of Ham should fail, and all the people shall perish. Then all the Arets shall rest from trouble, and all the world under the Shamaun from battle. Then the mighty one of Yisrael shall esteem Shem, for Yahuwah Elohim shall appear on the Arets, and himself save males. Then all the rukut of deceit shall be given to the trodden underfoot, and males shall rule over the wicked rukut. Then I shall arise in joy, and shall barak the Most High because of his marvelous works. Chapter 7. And now, my banim, obey Louis and Yahudah, and do not be lifted up against these two tribes, for from them shall arise unto you the salvation of Elohim. And Yahuwah shall raise up from Louis, as it were a Kohan Hagadol, and from Yahudah, as it were a sovereign. He shall save all the Gentiles and the people of Israel. Therefore I give you these commands, that you also command your children, that they may observe them throughout their generations. Chapter 8. When Shamaun had made an end of commanding his banim, he slept with his fathers, being 120 years old. They laid him in a wooden coffin to take his bones to Habron. And they took them up secretly during a battle of the Mitzrites, for the Mitzrites guarded the bones of Yusuf and the tombs of the sovereigns. For the magicians told them that the departure of the bones of Yusuf, there would be darkness and gloom throughout all the land, and exceedingly great plague to the Mitzrites, so that a male should not recognize his brother even with a lamp. Chapter 9. And the banim of Shamaun mourned for their father, and they were in Mitzrayim until the day of their departure by the hand of Moshe.